Hey everyone, welcome to the exciting journey into the world of React Native. I'm Yadnesh, and today we are diving into one of the most powerful and widely used frameworks for mobile app development. Imagine being able to build stunning high performance apps for both Android and iOS without writing to separate code bases, without the frustration of switching between languages, and without compromising on performance. React Native makes that dream a reality. With its component based architecture, hot reloading, and seamless integration with native features, React Native allows developers to build mobile apps faster and more efficient than ever before. Whether you're working on a simple project or a large scale application, React Native provides the tools and flexibility needed to create smooth, scalable, and feature packed experience apps easily. In this video, I'll guide you through the core concepts of React Native from setting up your first project to making an best app with the best UI you could ever imagine. So grab your laptop, get comfortable, and let's bring your mobile app ideas to life with React Native. Moving ahead, a question that comes in your mind that what exactly React Native is? What does this word stand for? Well, in normal term, React in web development is used to create websites. Same in here in React Native. React Native is used to create mobile apps natively easy. So imagine if you could build a mobile app that runs seamlessly on both iOS and Android without having to write two separate code bases. Sounds like magic, right? Well, that's exactly what React Native does. Born from the genius mind that's Facebook, currently known as Meta, React Native lets you use JavaScript and React to create fully native mobile apps with a single code base. It's like having a universal translator for mobile development, where you write once and run it anywhere. With its blazing fast performance, hot reloading, and a massive community, React Native isn't just a framework, it's a game changer for modern app development. Next, an overview of React Native, where it all started, how was React Native developed, and how was React Native born. So, once upon a time, Facebook had a problem. Its mobile apps were slow and hard to maintain across iOS and Android. Developers were juggling separate code bases, and innovation was being slowed down drastically. So, in 2013, a group of engineers at Facebook held a hackathon to solve this problem. The result of the hackathon was React Native itself, a revolutionary framework that combined the power of React with native mobile experience. By 2015, Facebook open sourced it, and since then, companies like Instagram, Tesla, and Airbnb have jumped on board. Today, React Native is the go to choice for building high performance mobile apps with a single code base, and the best part, you can build one too. Next, what all things that you would be learning into the sequence of videos or the tutorial that I would be conducting. First is core concepts, state management, animation and gestures, and navigations. Many other concepts like form handling, authentication, which includes Firebase and many other things into React Native. Next, let's start setting up our first project. In this project, we'll be using Expo CLI. We can use React Native CLI too, but we would be using it to some other project or some other video in ahead future. So let's get started. We'll go into expo.dev's website here. If you go on expo.dev and then docs, they would guide you through how to get started on creating a Expo app. So we'll dive into the introduction, which says Expo is a framework that makes developing Android and iOS apps easier. Our framework provides file-based routing and a standard library of React Native modules and much more. Expo is open source, which means as a developer, you can contribute into React Native and Expo as well, which has a community at GitHub on GitHub and Discord. Let's get started on creating a new project. The command for creating a new project is npx expo create app at the latest, which gives you the latest version of Expo into a React Native project. So let's just go on your desktop, open a terminal, and write here npx create expo app at the rate latest. So when the command is run, it gives two options. You choose, which is a template option and an example option. Both are the options you can try. Basically, template, what it does exactly is gives you a simple template of an app. Same goes for an example. An example app can be a to-do app or any other calculator app or anything that could you ever imagine that has been declared into the expose directories. So the first thing that this asks is what's the name of your app should be. I'll write here. It's gonna be my first app, so I'll write first app here. Remember, if you are going to name your app like this, it won't accept. It's an invalid name for your app. Says the project name can only contain URL friendly characters. So that means you should not be including white spaces or any other thing. So let's just write first app and press enter. It will locate project files and create exactly the best file structure you could ever imagine. It will also install dependencies that are necessary to build React Native apps. We would wait until the process is done and we'll meet back again. Okay, so my project is set up here. You might see those warnings here. Basically, it's not something that you should be looking at. It's just deprecated libraries or frameworks that Expo uses, and it would not cause much mess into our project. So just ignore this. When you create your first project, it just go into our project first tab. Okay, and I'll open my VS Code here. Okay, so this is my VS Code, and this is the app that I've been set up using the framework here. I'll give you a quick guide with the file based structure here. Basically, the app folder is something that you use to create screens, basically screens like about us or any other screens like which says hello world or any other screens. All the screens and all other tabs should be going into your app folder. The assets folder is basically you can add fonts, you can add images, and then directly import them into your screens and then store anything that requires images and any other thing into your assets folder. Components is basically you could use this files or components reusable into your whole code. How much times that requires, like collapsible, eternal, external, hello wave, and parallax scroll view. All these components are pre-made, and even you can build your own component here and then reuse it as much as you want into your project. Constants is basically, if you see here, it's colors.ts. This particular file you can use to create constant colors, constant images, and any other things like a constant theme, a constant color, and any other things here. So, like it's a light theme and it's a dark theme, and there are various constants that we require into our project. The hooks is basically we use it to handle states, handle colors, and handle other schemes, which you can create our custom hooks. Like it has a color scheme hook from React Native, and then use this custom hook into our project. Node modules is basically your whole React Native dependencies that we use. This is something we should not be looking. As you can see, it's whole lot things to view. After node modules, there are scripts. Basically, what scripts does is you can automate your project at certain level, and without writing it or doing it manually, you can write a script in JavaScript or TypeScript, and then run the script to basically um, automate your process into our project. After get ignore and app.json, basically your just like in React we have package.json, and React Native we have app.json. So it basically contains key pair values. For it can be name, it can be version, icon, scheme, iOS, Android, and other dependencies, everything into one app.json file. Package.json and packagelog.json are both of the things that set up your project, like the name of your app, the scripts, like what should expose start do, what should reset project do, what should Android do, what should iOS do, and what should web, and other dependencies like explore blur, expo haptics, expo linking router, everything, every dependencies that could be used into our project. So when you create your first project, you get a layout.tsx and a not found.tsx. Basically, this is the template that I got while generating my first project, an index, an explore, and tsx. So basically, it can be changed. You can delete the whole project structure like hooks, constants, components, tabs, and everything here, and then create our project from very scratch. I'll run a command here. As I said, scripts help to automate the process. So what I'm doing right now is resetting my whole project and starting my project from scratch. So the particular code that you're looking right now is a reset project code which helps me automate my process. So when I run npm run reset project, it would ask me, do you want to remove existing files to app example instead of deleting them? So basically, my app folder would completely get deleted and a new folder will be generated named app, in which the whole structure will be different. So when I say yes and enter, see the whole project is being um, re-rendered, and in my app, like previous I had tabs and other files like not found and other files. For now, I have just a layout.tsx and an index.tsx which just return edits, which just returns a text that says edit apps index.tsx to edit the screen. And when I said yes to uh, migrate everything that I have got when I created the project, when I said yes, it created a directory and added everything like components, constants, hooks, and scripts, everything into it. So that was the basic introduction and the file structure and the setting up of your project into React Native. In the next upcoming video, we'll dive into what is view, what is text, and other basic components like text, scroll view, flat list, stack, and other components that completely create the whole UI of your app. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this.